Welcome back to our little channel. My name is Manti and today I am continuing my journey through the ARES line. This is the tier 9, this is the ARES 85 and it's a bit of an upgrade over the ARES 75. It feels a bit better. The 85mm gun is a bit more punchy. It can get the clip out in a shorter amount of time, but it still has just about 1000 damage in that clip. It also gains some turret armor, and in general it's a bit more comfortable tank to play, but tier 9 is a more competitive setting than tier 8, so you know, mileage may vary if it actually is a better tank than the tier 8 one. I would say, based on my experience so far, that the tier 10 and the tier 11s are the better tanks, and the tier 9 and 8 are just above average, well, way above average. Anyway, that is exactly the reason why Wargaming are actually nerfing the entire ARES line. Now, since this is the fastest nerf in history of World of Tanks, that might give you an idea how good and how overperforming these tanks actually are. Because they have very good clip potential, but the more important thing is they can do that, which wasn't amazing. It was pretty good, 550, but in just a few seconds they can just do it again, and other autoloaders or auto reloaders have to wait significantly longer to do that, right? So anyway, as I said, Wargaming are going to be nerfing the entire ARES line. I am going to put on the screen on my right now what the nerfs are to this one. And basically across the board they are getting a small nerf to the turret armor from the front, which is good, in my opinion, not enough. They are getting a slight nerf to AP and APCR damage, and a bigger nerf to the HE damage, which is also quite an issue. Mr. Saladin is testing me, and I'm going to agree to the test. So yeah, the HE, because it acts so differently than normal HE, because it doesn't lose any damage on penetration, can be a very big issue, so they are nerfing it quite a bit. I did spray the Borsig there a little bit with the HE, but the HE also, because it only has 10mm of pen, that only matters if you are shooting through tracks or guns on anything, because it will not go through tracks, guns, and any kind of space armor. Mr. Blask, I did overheat my gun then, but Mr. Blask was not very happy about that. But the issue now is I cannot help my K2 with the overheated gun. And just like the tier 8, it is a giant problem if you manage to overheat. Because suddenly you have the DPM of a normal tank and not an ARES tank. Maybe this cooldown should be their default, right? And one more thing, as you've noticed in the short text, which I will just put on the screen for a few more seconds, they have made their module damage 10 times less, because these things are very good at causing critical hits. Now, it's nice that they don't basically do any criticals anymore, but what I am concerned about is the engine fire chance, because the engine fire chance, as far as I know, doesn't care about module damage. It's just a percentage chance on the engine itself being hit. So wait for the G-Sor a bit. I want to unload. I don't want to stay in the open for too long. That UDES is up there. I tried to give him just one more shell, but that was more a bit of a performance than any serious attempt. Anyway, the G-Sor being in there, he can just stay there. I'm going to load HE for this UDES 03. I'm going to circle around, and I'm trying to get some more use out of this game. I'm already on 3.4 thousand damage, which is very good, at least for me. I'm no Unicum player by any means. But this UDES 03 with its 20mm of armor should be screaming right now, because I do have my HE loaded. But the Udeso 3 has very good camo, as we are about to see, because he's just gonna disappear right in front of my face here. So I'm just gonna unload my HE into that bush, and hopefully that got him, and what I have to do is basically make him shoot me. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, and as you can see, this tank should be paper. It shouldn't be bouncing a tier 8 CD shells, right? Anyway, I'm going to let my gun cool down. He disappears again. I bounce another one of his shell. He's trying to present his side, maybe because he knows my HE will not go through his tracks. But yeah, I'm no tomato. Now, Mr. Type 63 there, almost said 64. Trying to finish him off with my HE shells, because these will mostly do damage, even to very armored targets. But it wasn't meant to be, and I wasn't going to stick around until he is fully loaded. Now, there's nothing on my left, and at Type 63, I will not spot him, but maybe I don't have to. Because with this prey, I can just try. And if I try long enough with this gun, I will deal the 13 HP of damage, or whatever he was on. And now, the only obstacle between me and glory is the GSOR 1008. And yeah, he did spot me apparently, and that is another very good thing because he will finish me off in 2 shots. Now, depending on how much HP he is on, I could destroy him before he gets me, but I am very concerned. Okay, I gave him 2 for 150. But that is not enough. And what I have to be careful about, and yeah, what I have to be careful about is not missing too many shots. And as you saw, I did miss a few on this little ledge here, and that did lead to my downfall. He survived on just 1 shot worth of damage, and that is the end for me. So yeah, this is the only ARES 85 game I will be showing you, because I think they are all very much the same as the ARES 75 games we've already had. But I will let my teammates still guide you through the rest of the battle, right? So we have this one-shot chariot here, and now we only have this one-shot T832, and these 2 guys have the enemy surrounded. And yeah, because I have made a mistake of missing too many of my shells, and probably I should have gone forward to guarantee me hitting the GSOR. It's up to these 2 teammates to get the battle going. Okay, the chariot here actually drives into the cap to put some pressure on them, and the T-44 should be returning now. Mr. KV4 doesn't get the shot, T-832 doesn't get the shot, but Mr. Chariot here successfully baits the T-44 into coming to him. And now, if they don't fail spectacularly, they don't fail too hard, they should be able to surround this. Okay, Mr. KV4 didn't get the shot, and Mr. T-832 saves my bacon and gets the kill done. So thank you, Mr. T-832, for saving this game from my failure. And yeah, this has been the ARES 85 before the nerfs that are coming in the next few days, hopefully. I don't think we have a date yet, but the preload is already there. So it should be in the next few days. And in my opinion, these tanks absolutely deserve it, because I did 5.5 thousand damage on tier 8. I did get quite a bit of XP as well, and it's still only first class. These tanks are insane, and in my opinion, they should be nerfed even harder than they are going to be. Anyway, that's it from me for today, and we will see you in the next one.